Hello everybody. This time I would like to model an electromotor. I start with a circle with 40 edges and 100 by 100 millimeters. I'm in front view and center everything in the middle. Then I select this new polygon, B for bevel it in a little bit, shift click and bevel it in a bit more. Then I can select some edges in here, Alt C, with a count of 5 and uniform, and drop the tool. Next I add in another edge in here, about in the middle, delete these 4 polygons and select a new circle with 8 sides and put it to here and make it about 9 by 9 millimeters and 0 here. Drop the tool, W key and center it a bit better, like so. Then I can bevel this just a little bit and shift click, bevel it in a bit more and delete. Now I can bridge these edges together and then I select this middle ring here, then invert the selection and use a radial fall off. I make it a bit bigger than the original circle, maybe 110 by 110 and all 0 here. Perspective. Then Shift X and bring this out maybe 30 millimeters. This, by the way, is also a nice method when you make a car rim for the screw holes. So I delete everything, deselect everything, then I can select this here, but with a count of 2 and symmetry, and bring this out to about here. Then I add an additional edge in here, like so. Now we can get rid of what we don't need. So I select the middle polygon here, shift up arrow, delete everything, and now I go to the front view, select this middle part here, shift up arrow 3 times, invert the selection and delete. Before I radial array this, I want to make the screw, so I go again to the circle, select one with 6 sides, Control left click and bring it out here, like about so, and then I go to the back of this and delete this polygon. Now I can bevel the top in just a bit, like so, then bring it out a bit, and now I select the entire polygon, Alt 2 to convert to edges, then I can use the B key and bevel this with a round level of 1, just a bit, and we have a screw which holds its shape when it is subdivided. If you don't like this n-gon, we can put in one more edge and it's all quartz. Now I will radial array this, so front view again, then duplicate radial array around the Z, count of 5, and apply. And I forgot to merge the vertices, so I run mesh cleanup. Some have merged, some have not, so we need select these edges, R key, zero them out on the X, and go back to vertex, merge automatic, and 6 more have merged. That's good. Before I continue, I want to I think I extend this edge a bit more. W key. Then I can add an edge in here. And I think I want to have another one in here just to create some additional interesting detail. So I select these two. Then B for bevel, round level of 2, and bevel it out by maybe 0.5 millimeters. Then I can select this middle one, R key on the blue circle, bring this in to maybe 98%. And then Shift up arrow, and then Alt 3 to convert this to polygons, M for material, call this interior. Now I do the same here, but this, select the middle edge, W key, this time, and bring it in maybe -2 millimeters. Do the same again, Shift up arrow key, Alt 3, M, and also call it interior. Good. Now I bring this a little bit off the center. So W key, move it to maybe here, and then duplicate mirror over the Z, apply. That's too much. Let's make it a bit smaller. W key, that's about the right proportions, like so. Then basic, center selected all, and we have everything back in the middle. I can now select these edges here and these edges and bridge them. Then put in some edges in here with maybe 2%, like so. And now I can make the cooling ribs. So I select this polygon and hit the L key, B for bevel, without group polygons, that's good. And then I bevel it in, like so. Shift click, bevel it out, and make it a bit smaller on the top, and shift click again, and bevel it in just a bit. Then edge mode again, select some edges here, Alt C, with 2% again. That's good. That looks good. Okay, now I make the cooling in here. And the method I'm using here I found when I watched a tutorial from, I think his username is Yes, It's Really Keith. I will put a link to his channel in the description, and go and have a look there. He has some very cool tutorials. Anyway, I used to do this differently, but I think this is a very elegant method to do this. So first I bevel this in a bit. Shift click, bevel it in again, like about so. Drop the tool. Then I select this L key and B for bevel again, bevel it in on the blue, but this time we need to group the polygons about so. Drop the tool. I copy this to a new mesh, Control V, and then I bevel it in. Sorry, select some edges here, Alt C, and make the count of 5 and uniform like so. Next I select these edges here, press Alt and convert it to vertices, then Control P to create a closed curve. Sorry. Do the same here. Alt key, convert, Control P. And here we have a part of our ventilation grid. Next, I go to the front view and I select a curve with 2 points from about here to here and straighten it up. Then another one from here to here. From now on we have to be careful, because when we run the mesh cleanup script, then these curves will disappear because the mesh cleanup deletes 2-point polygons. I can show you. You see it has deleted 2-point polygons, and we don't want to have this, so Control Z to bring them back in. Now I can select these new straight curves and go to duplicate, radial array, count of 10 around set, apply. Yes, that's good. Now let's delete this here. We don't need this anymore. Perspective, and select everything. R key, bring them together, and go to the side view, W key, and put them to where they belong, like here. Now M key, and I call this body, and I can go back to my original mesh, select this, M key again, body, hide, and now we can use M key again, call these screws, and unhide everything. Before I forget, I want to go to this mesh properties and click render curves with about a size of 1 millimeter. Okay. Now next we need to, I think I L key, Control X, Control V, so that looks better. Then I put in a bevel here, B for bevel, with a round level of 0, like so. Then we can select these two edges, bevel again, round level of 1. Good, that's good. Put one in here as well. Alt C, just one, two, sorry, and symmetry, like so. Then I take this one, W key, and bring it just a little bit in the front so we don't have problems when we render this. Good. Next I will make the box which is used to put the electrical cords to the motor. So I go to top view, basic, select a square, make it maybe 70 by 70. Then do the same as with the screws. B for bevel, bevel this in and up a little bit, so. Then delete the bottom here and select all the edges and bevel again, round level of 1. That's too much. Like so. Good. Now I want to have another edge in here. About here. Select it. B for bevel. Bevel again with a round level of 2, as we did before. Select the middle one. R key on the green circle. That's good. Then Shift up arrow key, Alt 3, M, and make it also an interior material. Now we can position the box to where it really belongs. So front view, W, and put this to about here. And center select it in X. Let's see how this looks. That looks good. Next I will make the plastic things. You will see what I mean, which protect the openings. Here again, Control left click. Like so. Somehow my computer feels really sluggish. Anyway, delete this. Then I can bevel this in and out a bit. Shift click, bevel it in again and out a bit again. Drop the tool and I add a single edge to here. Give this a material, call it black plastic. Good. Now front view again, W key, like so. Control copy, Control V, side view, W, about so. That looks good. Now the only thing which is left is the stand. So top view again, and I make another square, something like this, yeah, 40 by 40 millimeters. Then bevel this, loop slice this with 2%, yeah, good, same here. Delete this middle polygon. Now I use a circle with 8 sides. Maybe this size, 10 by 10, sounds good. And bevel this in quite a bit, like so. Then I select 1/2, Control X, Control V, W, bring this out to about here, so, and bridge this, and bridge this. And I think I want to bring them a bit closer together, like so. Now I eyeball this in the middle. Like, yeah, so. And I want to make sure we hold. No, I put 2 edges in here as well. Yes, that's better. No, we have now 14 edges here. Sorry. Four edges in here, so we need another 4 in here and 1 in here, so 1. And now we can bridge these together. So select this one, and bridge. Good. Now I select this entire polygon, Shift X, and bring this up a bit, like so. Then reselect this top half, Shift X again, bring it up same amount, more or less, like so. And then I use these here. Shift X to about here, and then we can go to vertex, set position 0 on the X, 0, set position 0 on the Z, of course, and then I can delete these polygons. Now I select the back here, then go to the front view, Shift X again, bring it out to about here. Then E key for rotate, but I want to rotate it from here, about so. Yes, perspective view. Then I select all these polys here, Shift X again, but this time action center element, and I select this edge here and bring this up to about here and delete. Okay, now we need to harden some edges. I start here in the middle. No, in fact, I still have to do another extrusion, namely this one. So I select this loop, L, Shift X again, and action center default Modo, and bring this to about here. Now I can delete this one, then Alt C, count of 2, symmetry, then I select these two, now Alt C, and then I put the single edge in here, select this one, B for bevel, around level of 1, and this should look good. Good. Now I need to harden these here, and these, and put the single edge in here, and that looks quite good. I delete these here. Then I forgot something, L key, M key again, and say this is metal, hide, select the rest, M key again, this is the body, unhide. Now I can mirror this if it looks right. Yeah. Duplicate mirror over the Z, apply. That wasn't a clever idea. Select this, duplicate mirror over the Z, apply, like so. Now we can place it, front view, W key to about here. Yes, and then duplicate mirror, this time over X, apply, and we are finished. The only thing left is I put in a plane, so go to basic, shift click this symbol, front view, W key, bring it down to about here, and M key, call this plane, and make it a bit bigger, a lot bigger, 10,000%, like so. Now we can go to the render tab, zoom in on this, find a nice view, and assign some materials. I start with the body, which I make blue plastic. Then I forgot to give this a material here, so back to the model. L and height. Now I can select these material and say this is body, okay, unhide, otherwise we would have destroyed our interior material. Go back to the render tab, and the black plastic will be black plastic, and I think the screws will be the same as well, and the interior I make completely black without any specularity, so 0 here. Good, and now there is a metal thing left. Metal, I use this for the plane, and this for the metal. And now we can select a nice environment, like this one. Doesn't really matter. And there is an error again. I need to assign a different material here. M, this must be interior. Now it's good. Yes. And F9 to render this out. And here it is. So, thanks for watching. Take care and have fun modeling with Modo. See you some other time. Bye bye.